All right. I'm sure there's nobody out there, but I'm trying this out live. Moving sucks. And I'll repeat this 58,000 times. Oh, there's my light behind me that I haven't set up. There's my dog whining. See boxes behind me? Just moved. Things are horrible. But I wanted to catch up, do a podcast, probably push this to Believe. I don't know. I'm just trying this out. I've never done a YouTube live. Other things on my mind. So Arch Manning, let's talk about Arch Manning. And I know there's really nobody in here yet, right? Will it show me if somebody gets in here? Maybe I should wait for people to get in here. Although this is going to be replayed. I moved in Connecticut from house to I call it a luxury apartment. It's got a lot of amenities, but it's a pain in the ass to get rid of half the stuff you've had for 20 plus years. So that's why I'm complaining. I have lots of complaints. But Arch Manning, so he starts his visits, right? He's got Georgia, Alabama, Texas. Hard to get intel on this stuff. Hard to get real facts, but I do know this. UGA was not only a leader for him, but a lock at one point in time. And because they were a lock at one point in time, I think they could get him. And why did they lose lock status? They lost lock status because Caleb Williams went into the portal. They flirted with Caleb Williams. They tried to get him to visit, blah, blah, blah. He was already obviously locked in at USC, but they gave it a shot. Alabama didn't care, and Texas didn't care. And why should they? Alabama's got Bryce Young, and obviously they've got Ty Simpson and other quarterbacks. They're pretty deep. Texas has Quinn Ewers, Hudson Card. Georgia, quarterback situation is kind of interesting. Stetson Bennett is pretty good. Brock Vandegrift, pretty good. I mean, these are highly rated kids out of high school. Vandegrift hasn't won the job yet. Stetson Bennett's the walk-on starter. So the quarterback situation there is very fluid, better opportunity for Arch. And he wants to win, too. He wants a college atmosphere, but he also wants to win. And by win, I mean Texas really has to show something. They were horrible last year. He likes Steve Sarkisian. He likes Austin. But they have to prove that they can win. Now, how can they do that? The season hasn't even started yet. And their early schedule is not easy. They're probably going to get blasted by Alabama. They're probably going to get blasted by Oklahoma. So that could hurt them as well. He may very well wait until mid-season or after the season to make his decision. May not. But if he does commit early, it wouldn't shock me if he changed his mind based on winning. If he committed to Texas and they started losing, Sark's under fire, I think you could see a decommitment. But Georgia, not going to happen. They're not going to lose. Kirby's safe. The same issues aren't there at Georgia as they are elsewhere. Alabama took Eli Holstein. They weren't going to wait around. Arch wants to be the only quarterback in this class. Does it eliminate them? No. There's a great case to be made to go to Alabama. They've got quarterbacks for sure, but they produce first rounders. Bryce Young is going to be a first rounder. Obviously, Mac Jones waited his term, was a first rounder. Tua was a first rounder. So, I mean, the path to the NFL is definitely in the favor of Alabama. Winning is in the favor of Alabama as well, and Georgia. So why Texas? Why would he go to Texas? He likes the offense. He likes Sark. He likes the city. And I think he wants to be a regular kid, and I think he feels he could do that in Austin. I like how this is auto-focusing for me. And I don't expect anybody in here. I've only got 41 subscribers, but I hope to do more lives, and that'll bring more people. And I'll make this one quick because I'm not going to sit here and talk to myself like a loser. But I do think Texas leads going into these 3 visits for Arch. And then my best guess is Georgia and Alabama. I think Alabama is out. Not out. He'll still visit, but a long shot. And it comes down to winning in Athens or possibly winning in Austin. in the quarterback situation there, obviously Quinn Ewers will have a year left. Arch wants to play right away. But what do you do to Stetson Bennett and Brock Vandagriff and those guys if you take Arch? I mean, they're going to transfer out. So a lot of this is tricky, as we know, with the transfer portal. That's what makes it fun. But that's what I've got on him. Nothing exciting there. The SEC coaches meetings, nothing exciting there. I heard the blah, blah, blah from, Nick Saban. I wasn't accusing anybody of anything, whatever. I heard the blah, blah, blah from Jimbo Fisher. It's all squashed, whatever. Jimbo hates Saban. Saban hates Jimbo. It's pretty clear, right? The vitriol in response from Jimbo to Saban's accusation was over the top. There's something there from the past. LSU days, I don't know. Maybe it's as recently as last season when Texas A&M beat Alabama. I don't know. Saban doesn't like Jimbo. I don't know where that comes from either. Maybe it's recruiting Jameis Winston away from him. I don't know, but I love it. I think it's great. It's going to make that game in October a lot of fun. It's not gone away. Greg Sankey put them each in their corner, gave them a little timeout, said apologize to each other and make up. No, there's going to be more spats. There's going to be more talk heading into the season. And of course, after that game, if Saban has a chance to run it up 60-0, he's going to do that. If Jimbo somehow upsets him in Tuscaloosa, he's going to crow about it and it's going to go crazy. So, that's kind of interesting to me. It's June. We're starting to get a lot of official visits. We're going to have commitments go crazy. Get a few busy weekends, visit weekends coming up. So that's really the only thing going on this time of year. Summer camps for colleges as well. So recruiting time is now. It's June 2nd. I'm recording this. I wonder if my audio is still working. Let me see if this is muted. Yeah, it should be working. So, that's the focus. Once we get into August, we'll be looking a lot more at the transfer portal. This is a slow time for the portal. There's still some good kids out there, but the slow time. And obviously we'll be getting into college football. Now I'm going to be doing a lot of preseason stuff. I'm going to be doing lists of top 10 quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, blah, blah, blah. Group of 5, top 10 lists, transfer portal, top lists by position, on and on and on. So go to MikeFarrellSports.com. As I get out from under these freaking boxes, I'll be able to produce a lot more content. On the site today, we have the Arch Manning thing. We have the SEC debate, whether it should be February 1st for the deadline to transfer in conference, or should it be May 1st like it is with everybody else? I think it should be May 1st. The SEC was worried about cannibalizing themselves, but it's happening anyways. And the kids, honestly, the SEC kids deserve that extra window of time to go through the spring and see where they want to be. So if they don't want to be at Alabama and they're buried on the depth chart, that means they can't go to Kentucky. That doesn't make sense. So we got to change that one too. And I forget what else is up there, but follow my Instagram. I got a couple guys working on my Instagram that are doing a really good job there. It's becoming pretty interactive. Got a cool thing up there. I don't know if it's a post or story, but with $10, choose 4 players, and it's quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, and there's values in each of them. I'm going to be doing a lot of that stuff. A lot of fact or fiction, a lot of interactive questions there. I'll be doing rankings on there as well. That's M Farrell Sports. Twitter is M Farrell Sports as well. This shouldn't be a commercial, but it kind of is. And in the 3-point stance today, I talked about some quarterbacks you may not have heard of. Tanner McKee. I was talking to some scouts the other day. Clayton Tune at Houston. Everybody's focused on Bryce Young and CJ Stroud, as they should be. And then you got the Tyler Van Dykes and the Will Levises and some others, in there that are very good quarterbacks. But these guys are under the radar, and you need to keep an eye on them. And I give you 3 more in there as well that are under the radar. I also give you the top 10 hardest places to win in Power 5. And obviously number 1 is Vanderbilt, but you can check that out on the site too, MikeFarrellSports.com as well. So just a little trial live here. I don't know. I assume it saves it. I'm going to try this right now and see what happens. And then I'm going to try to push it to social medias.